Good morning, it's Tuesday, and welcome back to a fresh week. Well, Sensei says we're on a 20-day grand stop when it comes to action moving in our life. But your new thinking moves forward. From my smartphone to yours, keep streaming for your Tuesday Namaste today. Welcome to Namaste Today, the enlightened way to start your day. I'm your host and spiritual life coach, Christopher Witecki. Namaste, my friend, and welcome back from a holiday weekend. It's a beautiful day here in Southern California, and it is a wonderful Tuesday. And Sensei says, official new business is on a grand stop. That means an all-stop of new business, new deals, new anything, because we have a grand square in the skies. However, progressive thinking and planning does move forward. But before we talk about that, let's take a look at the zodiac weather. This zodiac weather is for Tuesday, May 31st, 2016. And looking at the week ahead in the 5-day moodcast, well, it's strong today, we're healing tomorrow, and we're growing on Thursday. But it's a chance of humidity and drama coming this Friday. But the collective conscious today is sunny and strong is Sensei's prediction. I think everyone's going to be feeling strong, and they'll be sunny and bright and optimistic. The Great Human Walk has now reached step 10 Gemini. That means our ruling number is the number 10, and the ruling planet today is Mother Earth. Now, looking at the emotional focus for today, I think we are strong and determined. The moon is in Act 2 of Aries now, and our intellectual mental focus is rather intuitive, and we're seeking to make a decision today. We're at step 17 in Taurus. That decision is on what we should create. So that begs the question for today's Lightwalker News Flash. A grand stop in changes does not necessarily mean a grand stop in planning. Well, the collective race is in Act 2 of Gemini. That means after spending 10 days of thinking about how our thinking can derail us, so that's our negative thinking, our fighting with ourselves, avoiding our intuition, all those negative kind of patterns, we clear all those out in the first 10 days. And as of today, we are manifesting a new intellectual platform. But we have a grand square in the sky, which means that we're not going to really get any new business going for at least 20 days, all right? So not starting any new projects, not kicking any things off the ground, not any major hurdles. Energy is definitely deflated. So we have a grand stop of change right now, but that does not mean a grand stop of planning. In fact, it's very important to plan and to get your mind in order. So kind of think about it this way. It's like the universe has us in a straitjacket right now, and Sensei says, don't panic, first of all. We're going to get moving here as soon as things clear up. And in the meantime, there's a lot of spiritual work to do, which is the way you think. So today, as we move into Act 2, you're manifesting a new attitude. This is an attitude for being able to think through things. This is a positive attitude. This is a way of a platform for thinking. And this platform for thinking will be challenged. You noticed on Friday we have some humidity, chance of drama. Well, that's the first challenge to this platform that's coming up on Friday. So right now we're setting up a platform for a way we think, a way we interact. And while things are on hold, it's great we can kind of think through this. So it's important to decide what you're building. We have what we call a grand trine in the sky. And that means that although we're on stop, we're actually moving forward with spiritual manifestation. So what we think is what comes powerfully this week, and it's very important to be thinking from that new platform, and it's time to decide today at step 17 what you think it is that you're going to create. And that could be anywhere in your life, it could be many things, but you want to be imagining, thinking what you're going to create. You want to affirm what you believe anytime you have confusion. So it's like, I think I want to build this. Oh, it's like, hold on. Do you believe you can? Do you believe it's here? Do you believe this? Do you believe that? And just affirm, bring those beliefs in. That belief is the support for the mind not to go back and do negative thinking. And of course, it has to make sense. Throw it by your higher sense. Throw it by your intuition. Make sure everything you are trying to build makes sense. If something feels off, hold off. We don't have to make any moves right now, literally until the Grand Cross is let up. So without further ado, let me dive into my higher self and give you what I call the megascope, which is a channeled horoscope for you and for the masses at the same time. It's kind of dynamic that way. And I get there by taking 3 breaths. I welcome you to take 3 with me because it really does help clear mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so I think today actually feels really strong as I get into the energy. I think you'll be feeling strong. In fact, there may be an impatience, and that's part of the grand cross or grand square you should know about, is that when you feel held back, you tend to have this extra energy. Now, what Spirit wants you to know is that energy has a purpose, I think, and that purpose is to support you. All right. So if you have a lot of extra energy, that's the time to go ahead and do the things that support you, to take advantage of the low-hanging fruit, to go ahead and check a lot of boxes off that are easy. And again, to support you. You're creating a new ego right now. Ego is the way we act and the way we behave. The last time you created one was about 2 years ago. So this is a new one. It's based on your current life. And you definitely want to go ahead and be strong for yourself and train this new ego on how things are going to go from this point forward. So that's something you can do while you're feeling stuck and have extra energy, is tell your simple part, through training. That's like wax on, wax off kind of philosophy, how to handle things, and do rehearsals. Planning is the best sort of thing. And that's the other thing. It is definitely time to decide what you want to manifest. Although, things may feel on hold, the truth is the important things are growing forward incredibly fast, okay? And the foundation that's being laid down right now, as a Taurus, I'll tell you, it's mostly about laying down that foundation. As soon as you plow the land, all sorts of things want to show up and grow there. That's what Taurus has learned. So you're plowing the land for what you want to create. And as soon as this straitjacket is off, which is about 20 days, we're going to find that the straitjacket were actually braces, and the braces were holding up the new you. So be decisive, be declarative about what you're creating. Channel your energy into supporting yourself today, okay? And don't go into the old negatives, all right? So before you go, let me give you 3 takeaways for the day. Takeaway number 1, tell that dumbass to be positive. Now, dumbass is my fun little term I use for my ego. Every sensei has a way of putting the ego in check. Mine's to call it a dumbass, all right? And tell the dumbass to be positive, and I know I'm calling it a dumbass, but the point is that there'll be a temptation to slip into old poor me and blah, blah, blah. That's the old ego still trying to survive. Put that emotion into a new positive. Takeaway number 2, protect your sprouts. The sprouts are all the little things that you're creating. So channel some of that energy into checking on the kids, checking on how they're doing, checking on supplies. Pre-planning, pre-production is what production is about. And then takeaway number 3, open to what works now. If you can do it now, and it's so simple, and it's right in front of you, and it'll save time in the future, do it now. There's a reason why it's here. That's another place to channel that energy. All right, friends. Well, today on my Series Joy members menu, I'm going to, in the Daily Zen, give you a pep talk on how to redefine your emotional boundaries. Why do I say that? Well, Mars is retrograded back into Scorpio over this holiday weekend, and now it's time to redefine boundaries again. I'm going to talk about how to redefine boundaries, and today in your 3 o'clock eye candy, I'm going to talk about where in your life you're going to redefine boundaries. So I guess you could say the eye candy's a little sour, but it's definitely something that you'll appreciate with the week to come. For all my other friends and viewers here, I do want to remind you to come on down to SeriousJoy.tv. I'm trying to create a bright place on the internet. We have a place where you can chat, you can leave comments. I love to hear about your comments. I love to hear about what's going on in your life. Please give some feedback. It's some of the greatest things you can do. Now, I want to also lastly say thank you. Great gratitude. It is such a pleasure to be of soul service. Do remember that I love you. And until next time, live, love, be. Having trouble in your love life? I have the answers. It's called Secrets of Birthdays, the Love and Lust Report. The biggest problem usually is people choose the wrong person. Not anymore. Find out your birthday secrets, available online at secretsofbirthdays.com.